me, can you handle a girl like me? I am a handful, got a real big dream.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. You're watching Vidazra's Fashion and Creations, and I'm Danita, the chief designer here. Welcome, and if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and just stay tuned for many more creative, fashionable videos. Alright, so guys, I know it's been a while and I really want to come and show you the finale of the swimsuit that I'm working on, but it's taken me some time, and it's not because it's difficult. It's not because to be honest, it's just and that's the thing about crochet. Get your thoughts together. That's the thing about crochet. If your mind is preoccupied, I find that it is harder for me to focus and really get it job done. Yeah, so I've just been busy these last couple of weeks, and as such, it's just taking me a longer time to complete this swimsuit, but I've been working on it, and I've just put a clip next to me so that you can see its proof. And it's almost done. That's the funniest thing. It's almost done, but I just need like 2 hours dedicated to doing this swimsuit, and then I'll be done. I have to wrap it up really soon because there is a deadline. So I'll be working on that between tonight or tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film a lot of that process or anything. So I just thought I'd mention it here. Hopefully I can do a separate video just showing you step by step, because I've been recording in between. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I decided to do this video because I know I have mentioned thrifting a lot in my previous videos. I am a thrifter. I am a proud thrifter. And for many of you, you probably don't even know what that is, or you probably don't like the idea of thrifting. When I was in Jamaica, I didn't thrift a lot. Thrifting really wasn't such a thing then. That was about 4 years ago, and I feel like it really kicked off lately. And I know for all my thrifting people, you've probably been thrifting for years, but it never really was a thing for me until I got to the States and until I saw it really trending online. And so of course I was fascinated, because I was like, okay, then what does it have? So I went to a thrift store, my first thrift store, and I realized that there were really great secondhand pieces. Now, the other thing is that some of these were new brand pieces. So let's talk about what thrifting is. Thrifting is the act of shopping for used items, typically at lower prices in places like thrift store, flea markets, garage sales. It involves purchasing items that have been previously owned rather than buying new goods. Thrifting is a popular trend that offers both economic and environmental benefits, including cost savings and the chance to reduce waste. And in my quest for my thrifting experiences, I realized that there are some stores that I feel that they donate stuff. I could be wrong, but I've seen a lot of, particularly Loft, Banana Republic, White House Black Market, and Taylor. I find that there are a lot of those items in the thrift store that I frequent regularly. And so I don't know if there's a contract with them. I don't know if the thrift store is buying these pieces. Even H&M, like I've seen brand new pieces from them that were marked down and they are now in the thrift store. So I have to say that I don't think I'm the typical thrifter, because then there's thrifters and then there's vintage shoppers who are looking for, archive pieces, who are looking for, stuff from the 1960s. I'm not necessarily looking for older pieces. I don't want the 1960s leather trench, but I do want, like it says, affordable pieces, quality pieces. So when I thrift, my shopping thing, right? If I'm shopping, I generally shop for a bargain. I'm a bargain girl. I like fashion and I like a lot of it, so I like to pay a lower cost so that I can get more, but I don't want to consume a lot of cheaply made stuff. And that is particular, and no shade to Shein, but that's why I don't necessarily shop online in general. And like Shein and Amazon, I'm a little wary of, because I like to feel the fabric that I'm choosing, because I think that getting quality pieces and paying good price for that is a way for you to sustain your wardrobe. Like, I don't want to buy a piece today and not be able to wear it tomorrow. Now, I have made a few mistakes while thrifting, and I think I want to start off with that first, and then I get into the good stuff. Hopefully I can find a picture of a sweater that I thrifted recently. I thrifted it. It was cute, very nice. But I like to launder my stuff before I actually wear them, because these have been in the stores. A lot of people have rummaged through them, and they're secondhand pieces. I don't know if they were washed before they were brought in. You just want to be safe, right? So I got the sweater and I decided to wash it. Now, big rookie mistake if you're a thrifter, pay attention to the care label. And in general, when you're shopping, just pay attention to the care label. Are you hand washing, dry cleaning, what fabric, what strength? All of that you need to pay attention to. I didn't pay attention to it. I knew that the material was a little bit softer, but I felt like it would be safe in the washing machine. It was not safe. It was not safe. So when I took it out of the dryer, because I washed and dried it in the machine, and it had about 3 big holes in there, and I had to I had to give it away. I had to just do away with it. I could have tacked it or something, but it was not worth it. So that was money wasted. That's a big rookie mistake in terms of when you shop or you thrift items, in terms of not caring for them. Another mistake I made was similar to that. I thrifted a tie, and I don't even know why I wanted to wash the tie. That was just so extra of me, but I ended up putting it in the wash, and I didn't know it was a complete 100% silk tie. And so it pretty much ruined the tie. I was able to save it. I'm going to show you what it looks like now. I was able to save it. Luckily, I have sewing skills, so I just took out a piece of the lining, but it was really tattered, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did another thing. And it's always about the laundry, and I should really do better as a fashion expert, so to speak, or self-proclaimed. I bought a scarf, and it was cashmere. I don't think I ruined this one though, but quickly I realized that it was cashmere, so I did not put it in the dryer. I saved myself. I did wash it, but I didn't put it in the dryer because of the instructions. So that was a good save. And then the other mistake that I made was shoes. You have to be careful when you're thrifting shoes. I did thrift the shoes. It's beautiful. I wore it once, and I'll show a picture of it. And then the other day I took it up to wear it, and it literally pulled out of the sole. And I ended up just dumping it, because I know that when a shoe is dry rotten, it doesn't make sense. I could have taken it to the shoemaker, but it wasn't worth it. And so if you're not careful, you will probably end up wasting money when you thrift, because you spent so little for it. You don't want to put in the extra care, and that's why it's important for you to choose quality items. So let's get into the good stuff that I've thrifted, and I've thrifted a lot. I feel like at this point my closet is about 30 to 40% of thrifted items, and they are all like tops, skirts, bottoms. A lot of them is workwear, but 90% of my lifestyle is work. 90% of my lifestyle is work. Maybe 5% is going out and 5% is going to church. Or I don't know, we can work on that percentage, but a lot of it is work. So I tend to thrift a lot of work clothes. And like I said, Loft, White House Black Market, all of those places that sell really nice workwear are all at the thrift store, especially the one that I go to. So let's talk about the tops. And you've seen some of these already that I've created outfits for. And if that is the case, I will pop some pictures or videos of that. But there might be one or two that I haven't showed yet. Like this one is a recent one that I got. And this fabric is a little bit different than I usually go for. But sheer is trending these days. And so I wanted to go ahead and pick that up. And not only it's summer, so I wanted something that was a little easy breezy that I could wear just a tank top in. I'll probably just show this on the side. It's really nice. I like the color, especially since I was talking about like color blends, and the orange was a big color, and I like that it had this khaki and white infused in it. So I thought that was really beautiful. I don't pay attention to brand names, even though I've pointed some out. After I see an item, then I look to see which brand it is. And I was like, okay. Or I'm like, never heard of this, but it's quality, right? So this is a sheer fabric. The brand is Soprano. Never heard of that. But I thought that this was nicely made. It was in good condition, so I got this one. Now you've seen this Hugo Boss one that I've worn. It's Boss, yeah, Hugo Boss. So you've seen the orange Hugo Boss one. When I first saw this shirt, I never knew what brand it was, but what I really liked was the quality. So I look at the quality, and I don't see the label here. Somebody must have cut it off, so I don't know what fabric it's made of, but it feels like a cotton with maybe a little bit of polyester blend in it, because it has a little bit of stretch and sheen. So I would have loved to know what fabric this was, but feeling it, I knew that it would have pressed well, washed well, and it would have suited me well as well. And I really like the details of the zipper on the sides. I thought that was an excellent. And none of my pieces, I think the only piece I've thrifted that cost more or close, I've done a trench coat. My trench coat was probably like $22. And then I did a black and white contrast pants. I'll pop it here too. That I remember being about $19, but that's the most I've spent on any individual piece at the thrift store. Still in the top category, I did this blue one recently as well, and this fabric is cotton. I know it's definitely cotton, and of course I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it, but it's a Banana Republic. Didn't know it was a Banana Republic when I picked it up. I just really liked the quality. Again, I know that it would have washed well. I know that it would have been perfect. My size is 0. I realized that a lot of these brands, I'm like a 0 or an extra small, so I know when I see those sizes, they're gonna fit me perfectly. The last top was actually an interesting find. I just really like this color. And again, the same cotton material, shirt blend, and this was a Karen Miller. And this actually is a US size 6, and it was made in Turkey. This fits like an extra small. This is tiny. I don't know how this is a US 6. I've never worn a 6 in my life, but for the purpose of this shirt, I'll take it. And so those are some of my tops that I've thrifted, but I've thrifted a lot of tops. And I don't go for the stretchy ones. I don't go for the spandex material. I don't go for the knitted one like t-shirts. I just don't need to thrift those, but I like statement tops. I like professional workwear tops. I feel like these are gonna last me a long time. Sometimes with these tops as well, you want to see the color. If you do, like, white is easy, right? But when you do a color, that's why I look at the fabric, because I want it to last, right? Right, so you want to just make sure that the colors won't fade when you wash it, and so on and so forth. So let's get into the bottoms now. So I have these 2 skirts. One you've seen me dressed already. Well, both of them I've shown outfits. These skirts are so well done. Like, they're so well made. They were in like the blue green aqua one. That was completely brand new. The other one, I think it was actually brand new. Both of these, I got these brand new. And so that's why I don't call myself like a typical thrifter, because I usually look for those that have either been like, you can't even tell that they've been worn, or they have a tag on it. And luckily the thrift store that I go to, they have tags on them. So it's almost like a clearance bargain flea market situation for me, and I love that. But I've bought bags as well. Do I have a bag that's thrifted right now? If I do, I'll pop it in. I can't remember the last bag. Oh, I do have a bag that I thrifted that I wear all the time. I'll show you that one. And it's gorgeous. It's a London fog, I believe. All I had to do was wash the inside material of it because it was a little stains, but I washed inside of it and it was perfect. I actually love that bag. I like that they mixed it with the leather, and like the fabrication was beautiful, so I couldn't let that go. And then my most recent thrift find was actually yesterday. Yes, I thrifted yesterday. How often do I thrift? Probably once a week, and it's usually not intentional. It's really close to where I work. So during my lunchtime, sometimes I just pop in. I'm like, let's see. And I'm a thrift saver member, so there are some days that we get extra discounts. And also, there are certain days that they give like a promotional discount. So there's usually a discount. And when you donate, you get a card that gives you 20% off anything you purchase. So usually when I go to the thrift store, especially when I'm intentionally shopping, I bring at least one item that I want to give away in return for that coupon, and then I shop. So I went in and I was specifically looking for a light beige ivory. I wasn't thinking khaki, but I was just thinking something along with butter yellow. I wanted a dress to wear to church with my burgundy shoe and bag. I just had this vision. I was just like, let me go specifically for this. I know it was a stretch because who buys white in the thrift store? But sometimes, like I said, you're lucky. You will see brand new pieces. So I was very hopeful. And I came across this dress. It's cotton. It's structured. It was a size 0. So I knew that it would have fit me with a glove. And then when I looked at it, it was a BCBG Maximara dress. I'm like, are you kidding me? So not only is it quality, it even has boning in there, which is a thing that I was a little bit wary of because this is asking me to dry clean. This is definitely asking me for dry cleaning. And I don't like to get pieces that I have to dry clean because it limits my wearability. When I know I have to take it to the dry cleaners and take it back, and then now I want to wear it only on a special occasion or when I'm going to wear it for the entire day, so that when I go back, it's a lot. So but I did pick it up because I thought that it was just too hard to pass up. Like, the details on this is incredible. And like the back, it has a zip and then it has those buttons. Yeah, it's really good. It has pockets. It's a beautiful dress, and I couldn't pass it up. And it was only $11.99, and you could tell that this was hardly ever worn. Probably once. It was probably worn once to a special occasion. And thank you to whoever thrifted this item. And you talk about thrifters. Thrifting pieces are coming from, like I said, stores, but persons like me who donate my stuff. There was a lady that came into my office yesterday, and she was wearing this beautiful dress, and she was talking about how she got it. Long story short, it was from an 85-year-old woman who had all these beautiful dresses, like Audrey Hepburn kind dresses, right? That she just doesn't wear anymore, and she donated about 20 to them to this lady, right? And those are the type of people who donate to thrift stores, and that's why when you go in, you see these beautiful pieces and you're like, who thrifted this? Thank you. Now the last item I'm going to show you is a blazer. Now I've thrifted a lot of blazers. This is by far my favorite one. It's a red Anne Klein. It's a size 6. But it fits me perfectly. It is preferably dry clean, but I put it in the wash like after a couple. The first time I got it, I probably dry cleaned it the first 3 wears, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try my luck in the washing machine. So I put it in the wash and dryer, and it's been fine. So I love that for me. Thrifting is fun. Thrifting is fun. You're saving money. You're getting quality. These pieces are going to last me for some time, and it just excites me. And so if you have never thrifted, thinking about thrifting, I would highly encourage you to give it a try. You never know. It's great, and you'll be amazed at what you find. Well, that is all I have for you today. Like I said, thrifting can be absolutely fun. If you have not yet tried it, please try it. Comment below and let me know if you've ever thrifted any item. What's your favorite thrifted find? and what questions you might still have about thrifting. Is there something you're still not sure about? Let's chat it up in the comments. Thanks as always for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with a friend. And until the next one, I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye.
Yeah, tell me, can you handle